Clive, a bit of a disappointing outcome and performance on Saturday. What do you feel went wrong down at Vallis Way?
From the start to the very end, we just weren't at the races, and all credit to Ealing for capitalising on our poor play. We had 20 turnovers in possession, we had 16 missed tackles, missed kicks to touch, directed kicks to touch, 13 penalties against. You'd have to be the best coach in the world to realise you're going to struggle.
So now is it just a case of writing that off and going back to the Doncaster night style of play that you're capable of?
Yeah, well, I think we saw episodes of that in the game, probably two, and there were 2 tries. So in that respect, we again showed what we can do. Unfortunately, in between there was a lot of miscommunication, misunderstanding, and some poor execution of the core skills. So if you don't get the basics right, then that's what happens. You can't build your house if your foundations are poor, and they were very, very, very poor. It's disappointing because we started to look good in the previous 3 games. However, what's good about this game, as we've said all week, is that once one game finishes, another one comes along pretty quickly, and here we are with a real good challenge with Nottingham, who haven't had a couple of results that should have gone their way, but I've played really well in some of the games I've watched, so they'll come with a huge challenge as well.
So in the review of the game, was there a few hard home truths ahead of Nottingham this weekend?
No, there was, yeah, 1 or 2. And to be fair, the boys know, what they did wrong. I guess the thing about, mistakes is don't make the same one. Once you've been shown the error of your ways, and unfortunately, some of them are reoccurring. Others were new, that were sort of constructed by players who don't make those mistakes, uncharacteristic mistakes. But at the same token, I can't, don't want to take the credit away from Ealing really, because they took the game to us. They capitalised on the early penalties that we conceded, and they came out on tops at the end. Well-deserved winners.
In both the home games so far this year, obviously they're probably 2 of the stronger nights' performance. Are you glad to be back at Castle Park for the Nottingham game on Saturday? Yeah,
of course we are. It's it's where we want to be most of the time, and we can't fault, or we can't blame the conditions down at Ealing. On the pitch itself, I mean, it was the same for both sides. I know they train on there, every week and so on, but we can't make out it's not the pitch that causes drop the ball, missed tackles. So we've got to put our own house in order first, and we'll look at Nottingham, but we want to get back to the night's way of playing.
And how has the reaction been this week in training so far?
It's superb. Everyone was a bit down when we came in yesterday, to look, because they knew it was coming at them in terms of the review. Not good pictures to look at compared to the previous 3 weeks. But there were some positives. There's no doubt. I always look for that cliche, but there were some positives, and the 2 tries we scored were top draw tries. We just got to make sure that we do that on a more consistent basis. But on the other end, when we hit the switch, then we make our tackles.
Thank you, Clive.